All right, Coach, before we look ahead at the game against Colorado Mesa, let's go back to the quarterfinal game against Black Hills State. You guys didn't shoot too well in the first half, shot 31%, ended up shooting almost 60% in the second half. What were some adjustments you made at halftime that kind of led to that improvement?
Well, I remember going into halftime last night and telling the kids I thought we had pretty good tempo. I thought we were moving the ball, which we didn't do in the game two. It was one of the reasons we struggled. But I told them it was two things. Number one, we had 9 turnovers. We turned the ball over too much. And actually we came out and turned over another 9 times. But we really shot ourselves in the foot, I thought, taking care of the ball. But we just didn't shoot the ball well. I told them, I thought we were getting shots that we liked, good shots. And I told we were going to relax, and we've always shot it better usually in the second half. And Pipes came out and hit 2, M hit 1, and we kind of had those 3 right in a bunch there, and it helped us. And we wanted to be aggressive going inside to Katie and to Ange. And then we got Cowan in trouble with 3 right before the first half ended, and so we were trying to. At first, we were trying to draw Cowan out and go at the smaller kid, Cottleman, who's 5'10", but then once we got her in foul trouble, we decided to switch and try to move it back inside the other way. So I think it was a combination of just getting the ball in some really good spots inside, just finally stepping up and making some shots. And then I thought Katie Neff, really made some nice passes. The thing we emphasized going into the game, make the extra pass because of the way they jump and help. And we really wanted to make that extra pass. I thought Katie Neff made some really good ones, particularly late. I know she got Pipes down the middle on a backdoor cut late for a layup. And, I thought she just got us some really good looks off that. And Anna Grew made a couple of really nice passes after penetrating. So, I thought we executed pretty well. And it's just a matter we finally made some shots there in the second half to be able to get things rolling a little bit.
Talk about Ashley Piper, really been coming on lately. It's back-to-back 20-point performances. Gets a majority of her points at the free throw line. Just talk about her performance, first team all-conference, and just recently what she's been doing.
Well, she's so aggressive, looking to attack, and she can knock the 3 down, so she makes you have to come out and guard, which allows she can get into attack mode then. We can post her. She's just really. She's got a lot of facets to her game that allow her to score. She's not one-dimensional by any means. And basketball's like any other sport, anything else in life. When you get that confidence rolling, man, it just makes everything so much easier. And I think she's on a roll right now. She's feeling good. She's, and she's one of the best free throw shooters in the league. So when she gets to the line, that's where I knew we had a bad night the other night at Regis. It wasn't our night when, Pipes misses 3 free throws. I mean, she may go 3 weeks and not miss 3 free throws, and because she's a 90-some% free throw shooter. So, she's just got so many multiple ways of scoring and hurting you, and she's just so aggressive. I think that's number one. Her mindset is to always looking to attack, and then I think we're getting her the ball. I think our ball movement is getting better as we're coming down the stretch too. I think we're being more patient, and the more patient you are, usually the more openings you get. So I think our kids are buying into that.
Let's talk about Katie Neff for a moment. She was named Defensive Player of the Year in the conference on Tuesday, but you mentioned her passing. Talk about just her play, not only on the defensive end where she's a great shot blocker, but also on the offensive end as a great passer from the post.
Well, she's one of the most total well-rounded post players I've ever coached, the best passing post player I've ever coached, and the best defensive post player I've ever coached. And then, she's just, her offensive game over 4 years has gotten better and better, and she finishes so much better. And it's not just the shot blocking. And I was really, really pleased that the other coaches in the league voted her Defensive Player of the Year. I've nominated her now. I think this is the 3rd year in a row for this honor, and I was really happy she got it. But, she does so much for us in terms of we don't have to bring doubles very often when she guards a post player. Very seldom do we have to do that. And when you don't have to bring a double, that helps your rebounding out. It helps, you don't get caught on giving up threes when people kick it out like you do if you bring doubles. She's able to step out and guard point guards if she needed to. I mean, she's got that kind of mobility. So the flexibility she brings us on defense, and just the smarts in terms of knowing how to play. Our game plan last night for Cowan, for everybody else, was piggyback, what we call piggyback and ranger. For Katie, it was use your judgment. I mean, that's the trust I have in her. Know when you think you confront. Know when you think you need to play behind. And she has such a great feel for that phase of the game that we give her a lot of freedom to make decisions on how she feels she needs to best guard that player at the time. And very seldom does she make bad decisions on that.
Now, looking ahead now to the game against Colorado Mesa on Friday, you guys lost by 4 to them here earlier in the season. What are some things that you can, going back and looking at that first game, that you can take to apply for this game?
Well, you know, they're a great defensive team. We're the top 2 ranked defensive teams in the conference in terms of points allowed. They have great movement offensively. You know, I go back to the fact that we lose that game on a 3 with under 15 seconds to go, and we shoot the ball. We shoot 1 for 16 for 3 for the night, 6%. I mean, it's just remarkable to me that we're even in the game with them. So I take some real positive. I felt like we had great movement against them. I thought we really attacked hard, got some really good looks. You know, I feel like if we just shoot the ball at the bare minimum of what we normally shoot it at, that we're going to make 3, 4, 5, you know, threes, and that's, you know, gives us a greater chance of getting a win. So I'd take the same tempo. I'd take the same offensive tempo Friday night that we had last time. I'd take the same way we guarded that we did first time. This time we just need to step up, make some more baskets, and hopefully if that happens, I think we match up well. I think we had a great chance to go in there and get a win.
All right, I think that's all I need.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.